Good heavens, and welcome to Phonyville, home of the good burger.
No, that's not it. That's the wrong thing. You definitely stole that.
I'm sure I came up with that. I have no idea to what you refer. I've been upstairs jamming on the saxophone all morning. We've got a great show coming up, totally packed with news, discussion, your very own communiques, and various other podcasting cliches. Treble's playing the air saxophone. That's a true woodwind instrument.
So let's get started.
Okay, first up we have news. I don't know about news. I mean, the biggest news in news is that it's 2015. So, hey guys, it's 2015. Or for you in England, 1520. I don't think that's how it works.
No, that's not how it works.
Anyway, it is the new year. And with the new year comes a whole host of opportunities to do things, of exciting, fresh, new worlds to explore and new life to seek out. But as we do not own a spaceship, we're
completely packed gyms in January.
Yeah, January 1st.
To vacancy on February.
Vacancy in February, yes. Well, honestly, there's not all that much from news. You know, the main news that happens every week on any podcast, any pony podcast, is that the Philippine show is not happening right now. It's just, it's like it's dead. And
yeah,
we're just waiting for spring, you know? The time has come to welcome spring, and all things warm and green. It's also time to say goodbye, you know? It's winter we must clean. So.
Actually, that was pretty well done.
That's, I wrote that. Thank you.
All right.
Next up, we got some fan fiction.
You
You've been reading any fan fiction
let's see,
that isn't Octoscratch?
Sunset Sparkle.
Okay, moving on. We've got some fan fiction. Okay, now I wanted to actually talk about something. You remember that fic you mentioned on the Christmas special, which I doubt anybody watched all the way through because it was quite long, and they had to look at our faces the whole time, which is enough to put anyone off. But You almost didn't mention it, but then you did bring it up. That fic Wound Salt Motherbucker.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta say, I was intrigued. And so this week I went and read it, the whole thing. It's incomplete, and I have a rule, like I don't read incomplete
there's a new
fics.
update, so
That doesn't make it complete, does it?
does it?
It does
But
not.
it's a new update.
It's a new update.
But
Yeah. So I did read it, and I thought it was interesting, and I don't know if this is a review or what it is, but I thought it was worth mentioning because I liked it. And I gotta say, it irked me that it's poorly written, because it really is. It's got a lot of writing flaws, grammatical flaws, various errors, pitfalls. He's calling me a nerd. The fact is, I used to edit fanfic for a lot of people, and so I kind of have that, I don't know, freakish, like, discerning eye when it comes to fanfic, which honestly, it's fanfic, you know? It's like spam. Like, you don't go into a restaurant and complain about the spam, unless it's Monty Python, in which case. We have ponies and spam, we have fic and spam, we have Twidash and spam. We have a well-written collaborative effort with two different authors with some poetry in the middle, and also a very nice ending and plot twist at the end in spam. Yes, what I'm saying is, I know that fanfic generally isn't of the highest caliber, but I like my fanfic well-written.
everyone likes their fanfic well written. That's why the well written fanfics are usually the highest rated.
Well, no, because there's a lot of crud on the popular stories list, and
we're not talking about the popular stories list. That's talking about what's hot right now.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Top rated of all time is gonna be stuff like Anthropology or.
Well, it's gonna be stuff that makes it to EQD. You know.
Yeah.
EQD is pretty much guaranteed quality. But for fanfiction, there's a lot of sifting you have to do.
Unless Seth is doing it.
Well, if Seth is sifting through fanfiction, then if it has a Trixie on the cover,
we're gonna get a lot of Trixie. Yeah.
Trixie. Back to Wound Salt Motherbucker. I thought that the main character, was really interesting, and even though he is, in his own words, a bad OC, he still breaks a lot of stereotypes, and
For example, the blind rage swearing.
oh, that's pretty funny. Now, what I like about the story is that while it has kind of a simple comedy premise, which is a pony whose special talent is blacking out and cussing everyone out, and only waking up when he's kind of coming out of it. That's just a simple comedy premise. But then what the author has done with the story is to kind of make it a little bit more serious thing. And you see that this strange ability that the main character has is actually the result of something else that could be useful and is important and magical. And
for some reason, he can talk to it. Did you notice that?
yeah. And
It's like not a disease, it's a thing.
well, and this is why I always like divide by zero or whatever, various names he's gone by, which is a lot of them. And of course, there's always been a lot of drama on his page, but I liked his little like psychological ramblings. I love that kind of character talks to himself in White Room in his mind sequence, and that happens in this story and in some other stuff. And I've just always really, really, really enjoyed it. So while Wound Salt Mother Bucker is a story which is not well written and honestly shouldn't be worth anyone's time, I want to keep reading it. So whatever it is about it, there's an element to it which makes me want to keep reading it. And I don't know why that is, but if you want to
reading it.
yeah, well, you read
There's
lot
Octo
of stuff
Scratch
that
in
I
it.
wouldn't keep reading. I'm not saying you have no filter. Saying you have slow filter. The other thing I wanted to spotlight was once again Hoopy McGee, and I know I talk about him a lot, but he's one of the core authors who got me into the fandom, at least as
Totally
far
fabulous.
as fan fiction. And I just noticed that I'm sure he did this a while ago, but one of his stories that I was always tracking was the Cutie Mark Allocation Agency, which is this idea that it's kind of a comedy story, kind of a really a parody of the corporate world, where these like gnomes or goblins are in charge of giving ponies cutie marks without being seen, kind of Ministry of Magic style. But it's a really great story, and I noticed that it was complete, so I read that this week. And then also another story it's a one shot, a sequel to School of Hard Knocks, which is a sequel to Why Am I Pinkie Pie, which was a less serious story that was kind of his random ramblings. I think while he was working on.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was. It's that might have been the second fanfic I ever read.
That was the second fanfic I ever read.
Yeah, I read I probably read My Little Dashie, and then somebody gave it to me in a Google Doc, like linked me to a Google Doc. This was really before fan fiction was widespread, and then I read Why Am I Pinkie Pie, and. So anyway, Hoopy McGee, still a great author, still as great as he ever was, and he came out with the sequel, Hard Day's Nightmare Night, which is a sequel to his other stories. Still great, awesome caliber. It's really all I have to say about Hoopy, or about fanfic right now. But I thought it was worth mentioning.
Mm-hmm. Continue on with fanfic. DJ has almost finished the next chapter of his Under the Sea, or is that From the Sea?
Now
Under
hold on
the
now.
sea. Darling, it's better.
Hold on, hang
Down
on.
where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Okay, first of all, bravo. And second of all, I didn't really want to mention that because here's the thing. If you follow me on FimFiction, which I'm surprised anybody still does, you'll know that I have one story, and it's an epic poem, and it's incomplete. And it's been incomplete. It hasn't had a new post in over a year.
Yeah, so I'm challenging you to write it by saying
maybe
it on the podcast.
Was it 2012 when I last updated it, or 2013?
2013.
It's 2013.
It was like
so
March.
It's been almost
2013.
It's been almost 2 years.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I haven't stopped working on it. I've since he already said, I might as well. I have the next chapter almost completed. I just need 8 more stanzas total, and then I'll have it. But that's not a promise that it's going to be up anytime soon. This stuff, I don't know. It comes to me in bursts of inspiration, and leaves when I find something cool on TV. So,
Oh, talking about cool stuff on TV. Apparently, Doctor Who mentioned My Little Pony, or at least a reference, in the Christmas special, I think it was.
Spoilers, I haven't seen past episode 4 of season 8 yet.
I haven't seen past episode 3 of season 8 yet. I just know it happens.
Episode 4 is worth watching.
I'm not saying I check EQD every minute, but...
Well, all the Who's down in Whoville. Whoville? Has that been done yet? A crossover with Dr. Seuss and Doctor Who?
Why isn't that the fandom name?
Whoville?
Whoville.
I like that, because it's already a thing with Dr. Seuss.
Because, I mean, you have so many
Dr.
Ians.
Seuss. Dr. Seuss, the Doctor, and Whoville. It's already perfect. There's already a doctor involved.
He
Not
wasn't
even
a
medical.
doctor.
No,
he just called himself doctor.
Yes, he did.
Which is actually kind of awesome.
Yeah. So is this Dr. Seussville or Whoville or Phonyville?
It's Phonyville.
All right, it's Phonyville. But speaking of Doctor Who, Capaldi's really growing on me. I gotta say that. I mean, I remember on our other podcast we did way back that we didn't do a whole lot with. Yes, let's mention our past failures on this one. No, but I remember we were talking about Capaldi before, and it was before season 8 came out, I believe, and
no, but it was
right after
the first episode came out.
Yeah, and I don't think any of us had seen it yet, and we were just kind of had that trepidation approaching Capaldi. But now, after seeing him in, I guess, 5 episodes so far, including the Day of the Doctor, right? The 50th anniversary special. Yeah.
He was on there
really
for like a
like
minute.
him, and he's so different,
Less
but
than
he's
a minute.
so cool. And I wish that somebody would make a Doctor Who's a mod that was suited to Capaldi. That would be really cool. I want to see somebody write a fanfic with well-written fanfic.
Capaldi?
Yeah, Doctor Who's Capaldi version.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Because Time Turner
Yeah.
is the reason for the other one.
I think it'd be
Why
pretty
he's
cool.
still around.
Moving on to music.
Yes, music.
Okay, so this is a thing by we did with our band that we formed at
10 or so last night.
Yeah, we wrote a song, and we thought, what the heck?
And writing implies that we kind of just started spewing lyrics until they fit together.
Well, the way it happened was I was over here anyway, and I brought my guitar, and I was playing power chords.
Because he just brings his guitar places.
Yes.
You can find him on the street corner or a Panera or a white girl shop, Starbucks, or
The sad part is that that's true. I've taken guitars to all of those places just because I happened to have it with me. Coffee shops in Manitou Springs, Colorado, especially. Ukulele or whatever, But yeah, so I had my guitar. I was just playing power chords, and we were just kind of messing around with some lyrics. I don't like to play chords without singing because I'm not a good guitar player. So I just started singing some random lyrics, and we kind of, I don't know, a song happened. So
it just we blacked out after too much Mountain Dew, woke up, and it was
I think we've had about 4 liters of Mountain Dew in the past 12 hours.
Probably.
Yeah. It's I mean, it doesn't I think probably the reason we ended up writing a rock song is because we decided to watch School of Rock, which Treble hadn't seen before.
It's pretty good.
I feel like
I liked it.
We mentioned that before, but it's like my all-time favorite movie. So we watched that. It was cool. Then we wrote a rock song. It's good times. But anyway, here's why don't we just play it like on the show?
What? Yeah, just play it on the show.
Let's do it.
Okay. Are we like right now? We're gonna change the mics and everything. No.
We're just gonna cut it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Give a bit of an intro to it.
Intro. 5, 6. Oh, sorry.
No.
Which kind of intro?
Explaining what it is.
So what if Gilda?
Well, this is Griffin City, the song we wrote.
You've been playing the bass since Christmas. And I've been playing the electric guitar since today. So let's do this. We seem prepared. That's a chord. And this is another chord. This is another chord. Should be good. Oh yeah. We got this. We have this.
Boom. Let's do it.
Okay. Closer to the mic. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. I've been trying to tell you why I am the way I am. See, I'm not like you know. Something you must understand. Cause I come from a place where we must embrace the madness that we own. And I try to be good, but the neighborhood just ain't that much like home. In the Griffin City, no, it ain't ready. Nobody said it was supposed to be. We're all conceited and we're all cheaters. Call it a natural ability. In the Griffin City, 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 Griffin City. Ow! Failure after failure, far away from what I know. Rules and regulations, planet with no room to grow. See, there comes a time when it seems a crime to live in harmony. And I try to be good, but the neighborhood just ain't a place for me. In the Griffin City, no, it ain't pretty. Nobody said it was supposed to be. We're all conceited and we're all cheaters. Call it a natural ability. In the Griffin City, 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 Griffin City. In the Griffin City, 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 Griffin City. Wow! Phonyville is nice the most, but it seems kind of comatose. Why can't you wake up and see it's just the way I am? In the Griffin City, no, it ain't ready. Nobody said it was supposed to be. We're all conceited and we're all cheaters. Call it a natural ability. In the Griffin City, 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 Griffin City. Wow! In the Griffin City, 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 Griffin City. Wow! In the Griffin City, the Griffin City, in the Griffin City, you'll find me in the Griffin City.
Well, that might have worked.
Yeah, I realized I accidentally did the extra chorus before we were supposed to. But
Yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter.
hopefully we'll just add some vocal effects and it'll be all good.
It's not a tune.
I'll listen to the
That'll
last one
sound good,
through.
Iser.
Sound good, Heiser? Okay, and we're back from that horrible endeavor. But that'll be on iTunes, as well as every sample of Treble singing at the end of the show.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Remember this miscellaneous section that we have?
Yes.
We saw this it was a thread on EQD within the past couple days or so. And I thought it would be be fun to discuss. Yeah. On the show.
I probably should have picked up from there.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
On the show. And the question was basically, like, what was your first like MLP purchase that you made, and was it embarrassing, and like how'd you handle it? Did you order it online so that nobody would know? And it reminded me of the first time that I bought something pony related, and I thought it would be fun. So Treble, what was the first time that you bought something pony related?
Oh, well, this wasn't it. I got this for Christmas, but
What's this?
it's a Pinkie Pie.
Hold it up to the microphone so they can see.
And it's actually got the hair rather than this, where it's like the stringy hair.
Yeah.
DJ gave me this. It's pretty awesome.
You want to say what this is? This is a podcast, after all.
Yeah. Well. oh, true. I'm holding it up to the camera. It's Octavia with the stringy hair. So it's weird, but then
I didn't even know they like made Octavia's widespread, and then I found one.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. The only problem is I haven't been able to find a vinyl that's small because she's one of the smaller plushes.
I have a full size vinyl. He wants to get a vinyl so he can take his Octavia and his vinyl and sort of mush them together. As he does.
No regrets.
So what was your first
my
purchase?
first pony purchase? I will be right back. Keep talking.
Okay, I just gotta describe this for a second. Treble, overcome with the excitement of the moment, has just leapt out of his chair and walked out of the room to go get whatever it was that he first bought, because I guess he still has it. He'll be right back. Now, Treble hasn't been a brony for as long as I have, so whatever it was that was his first pony purchase, it was probably a lot more recent. So I'm interested in hearing this story because I remember when I can't say that yet. He hasn't. Hurry up, Treble. Okay.
Almost got it.
Almost. How do you almost get something from the other room? So this is professional. Just gonna drink some Mountain Dew.
My little sister took it to St. Louis with her, I think, because I can't find it. It's just it's an MLP throw blanket.
Okay.
And it's awesome.
So when did you get it? Where'd you get it?
I got it at well, everyone knows we're based in Indianapolis, so Castleton Mall. If y'all have been there, that's where I got it. But as far as if it was awkward for me, I've known him for quite a while now, so no, it wasn't. Because it came in this tote, and you just walk around with the bag.
Yeah.
Like, I dare you to challenge me.
Now, here's the thing. You had a legitimate excuse.
Well, it was for a Christmas present for my little sister.
Exactly.
So.
Like, you know that thing that you always tell the cashier that isn't true? You know, this is for my little sister. And it's not true. It was actually true. So he bought pony stuff for his little sister, who watches the show with him, which is pretty darn awesome.
But little did they know I would cocoon myself in that blanket and binge watch until Fostercorn graces us with season 5.
Fostercorn does not care about your kind. She has abandoned us. It's so true. Okay, well, I remember my first pony purchase, and now not counting the... No, I guess count... Okay. The first real piece of...
What do you mean real? You bought an imaginary?
The first real...
You had to practice before you bought it.
No, the first real piece of pony merch that I bought would have been this ugly T-shirt. You've probably seen it. I bet a lot of you have this T-shirt. It's the ugly, like, off gray one that says Brony in these big like block letters, and then it has this picture of Black Rainbow Dash with a it's like a silhouette.
Oh.
Yeah. With her cutie mark, and it says Brony across the top. It's a really ugly shirt. It's like not my color at all. But what happened was, I was an outspoken brony like from the beginning. I'm honestly less outspoken now than I was then, just because I understand now how annoying it can be. No. So this. I was in this speech class, and we had to give speeches on stuff, and we could pick the topic. We could talk about whatever we wanted for the first speech. So I was like talking about bronies. So I wrote this whole speech about bronies, and for a prop, I brought in the t-shirt. Well, I wore the t-shirt. I just bring it in. I wore it. And so I actually bought the t-shirt just so I could do the speech. Then I haven't really worn that t-shirt very much at all because it's ugly. It's a really seriously ugly shirt. We should have a raffle. We should raffle off that ugly shirt.
Sure.
You just send us an email with a picture of the front and back of your credit card, and whoever's we like the most will win a free t-shirt. Now, now before that, I became a brony right around the time when they started having the My Little Pony toys in the Happy Meal bags.
Oh yeah.
At McDonald's, and it was awesome. It was like the first wave of them. So I went into every McDonald's in the Indianapolis area, just looking for ponies, and like just unabashed. Like I would just walk in, there'd be like a long line or whatever. I didn't care. I just like get up to the front, just be like, I want like one Happy Meal, but make sure it's the girls' one. And do you have Pinkie Pie? Because right now I have like 2 Pinkie Pies, and I was wondering if I could trade this one for a Fluttershy. Like, and if you had Rainbow Dash, because like Rainbow Dash is my favorite. So like, if you could, like a Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash isn't my favorite anymore. She's my favorite main 6. Vinyl is my favorite now.
Wouldn't surprise me if you actually did that.
Oh, I did. You should have seen me when I was looking for a Vinyl Scratch in the more recent wave of Happy Meal toys.
They had a Vinyl Scratch in the more recent wave?
You haven't seen my Vinyl Scratch?
Oh, you got that Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She replaced, I feel like they took out Applejack and put in a Vinyl Scratch instead. So they just replaced one background pony with another.
Wow. She had like the 3rd episode. Season 1, episode 3. Fact that
she's a terrible character.
She's not a terrible character.
Oh, that's right. Her accent just slips. My personal headcanon is that Applejack is actually from Manhattan and is having the fantasy of being a hardworking farmer. So all of her siblings aren't actually her siblings. See, what I think is that Applejack is actually Orange Jack, and so it wasn't her aunt and uncle that she was living with in Manhattan. It was her parents, and that she ran away from home to join a farm, and that the apples are her cousins.
Granny Smith is so delusional that it worked.
Granny Smith is pretty delusional, or just didn't tell her. How about that? I think that would be an awesome fake. Just a reversal there that Applejack was actually an orange. I mean, not actually an orange. I mean, actually of the orange family from Manhattan. And that she left Manhattan to go live with the apples, her cousins, the apples.
Explain her cutie mark. Because it's 3 apples.
Exactly, because she figured out that Manhattan like wasn't her place. And so when she went to the farm, she discovered that her real talent was like, what she truly loved was apples. That's why she's obsessed about apples. She's compensating. She's compensating for like, not originally being an apple.
Yeah.
And that's why her accent slips as well.
To each his own.
I'd rather blame her accent slipping on a remarkably well developed character than Ashley Ball's accent slipping.
I still like Applejack, so
fine. I think you've had too much if you do.
Yeah, no.
That was a clever thing to say, and you know it.
That might have been.
Moving on past miscellaneous. She's giving me that
Wow,
look.
we were on there for a while.
We kind of were. Next up, we've got missives. And hey, we have a true and proper email this week. And it's from Thalia Thespis. Treble, go ahead. You read it.
Greetings and salutations, Messrs. DJ and
I
Treble.
think it's like Messieurs.
Messrs?
No, I don't think it's Messrs. I think it's Messieurs, like, or Monsignors.
MESSRS.
I think it's an abbreviation.
Messieurs.
Yeah, I feel like it's an abbreviation for like the French monsieur.
Greetings and salutations, Messieurs DJ and Treble. My name is Talia. I'm an aspiring actress out here in Manhattan. I didn't catch that the first time through. And I just wanted to thank you for your lovely podcast.
Did you know that we had a lovely podcast?
I guess we do.
Lovely.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Every time I have a not-so-good audition, all I have to do is listen to one of your shows, and suddenly I'm smiling again.
That gives me warm fuzzies.
That's good. I like that.
I feel warm and fuzzy.
Anyhow, I was wondering about your thoughts on the great Doctor Who's companion, Derpy versus Roseluck debate. Derpy is adorable and definitely the more popular choice, but Rose provides an excellent Whovian inside joke and is slightly canon.
Why? Because she dies? Oh my gosh, you should see the look on your face. I was kidding. I was kidding about death there. Just a little lighthearted humor.
That's not cool. What say the two of you fine gentlecolts?
Where? Was that us?
Apparently.
It's us.
Your loyal listener, Thalia Thespis.
That's such a cool name.
That is.
That's like, brings me in mind of Percy Jackson. We should have a Percy Jackson podcast. We're pretty much both hardcore Percy Jackson nerds, right?
Yeah.
Riordan-ites. Well, Thalia, thank you so much for your question, for your lovely email, and for calling our show lovely. That gives
Thank you for that.
I'm still getting warm fuzzies. You're a nice person to say that.
And to answer your question, Derpy.
Now,
I think
Treble's
that was
having a
14 times.
malfunction. 14. Are you hinting
Maybe.
at the next regeneration?
I could be.
The
The Derped Doctor.
Yes, it's going to be Johnny Depp. No, I mean...
I like that.
I mean, Johnny Depp is going to play Rose in the next installment. He can play...
Okay. He could play anything.
He's awesome as he wants to be. Let's be honest here. He's obsessed with all the songs from Rainbow Rocks.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
As I said, obsessed. Okay, well, the Doctor Who's thing. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't know all that much about Roseluck. I mean, I know she's like a side character and she does stuff with roses. And Derpy, I think the ship started... Well, I mean, not even a ship, just the companion thing. That started because they both pretty much have the last name
because
Hooves.
they have the last... Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not really sure where that came from. I do think they look cute together. But then again, I also think that Derpy is just cute. So it doesn't really matter. Like, you put Derpy next to anything, and they're cute together. You put Derpy next to an Ursa Major, and they're cute together. But Roseluck, I get that. It's a play on words.
It's a fun touch with Roseluck there.
But how easy is it to just make the name Mara, you know? Like Clara? Of course they're going to say it Clara, but...
Well, yeah, but she was Rose.
No,
Like,
I get
you
that.
could
I know they're not the same person.
You
Yeah.
could create another...
I could see it. So if Roseluck is
but
Rose...
why would you?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, just the way...
Hasbro's going to get a cease and desist from BBC.
Serve them right. No, but the way that I see it, my headcanon is that Doctor Who's is the Doctor's latest regeneration, and he couldn't cross his own timeline or something, and so he had to go to a different
Ended
world.
up in an alternate dimension.
Yeah, or like
Pocket
Dungeon
dimension.
Miner did in a Kennerlot, a Novice Swordsman in the Kennerlot Court. which is a story I was obsessed with for a while. Is where he had Doctor Who's kind of getting an extra life and extra regeneration by being transported to Equestria and really not being able to get back. So I think that's a cool way of doing it. Or just to say that, he's Doctor Who's is just kind of an alternate version of the Doctor. Either way, I think being that he's a different Doctor, than any of the Doctors in the show, although people say he looks like Tennant.
He does.
I say that it's better to give him a different companion.
Yes.
It's just like it's a new day, it's a new world. Give him a different companion.
Give him Derpy.
Give him Derpy. I really like Derpy. I gotta be honest.
She's fantastic.
And she's more popular choice probably because she's adorable.
She's probably also the more popular choice due to Tumblr blogs, if you've ever seen them. Ask Lovestruck Derpy or Discorded Hooves.
Exactly. Both of which
stuff
are
like that.
Excellent.
They're awesome.
Now here's the other thing. If you want to go like off the charts, you could be like Rodinga and ship Time Turner, but Doctor Who's.
Yeah, it would be Time Turner.
But it's the same background pony, different name. With Golden Harvester or Carrot Top.
Or Cloud Kicker.
Everybody, Cloud Kicker is shipped with everybody simultaneously. That's the scary part.
Yeah,
simultaneously.
Yeah, that's the thing. But it's also semi-canon.
Only because they were sitting together in that one episode.
The theater.
Dude, I'm sitting next to you. I'm sitting next to you right now. What does that mean?
I'm telling you, if we keep this up, there's going to be fan fiction.
I think I'm gonna go drink some bleach. Oh my gosh. Wow.
But no, there was like no one in the theater. There were like 3 couples in the theater.
It wasn't a very popular show. It was the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and people had seen them play before. Just saying. Also, Babs is terrible.
Excuse me?
He's gonna kill me with a bludgeon.
Excuse me?
I think if I do, you'll kill me.
I like Babs.
I know you do. I don't understand
she's a good character.
I don't think she's a good character. I think Babs is annoying. Character. I think she'd be a lot cooler with like Switchblade. If she's like truly going to be from the streets,
She's not from the streets. She's from the city. She's not an orphan.
The streets. No, she talks like she's from the streets, or like she's seen a lot of old movies.
Well, she's probably done both. I don't know.
I'm just saying, she like watches a lot of old movies on the street. Is that what we're saying here? I don't know. I guess we'll just agree to disagree, or disagree to agree.
Fine.
I can't agree to that. Anyway, our next segment is called Straight from the Horse's Mouth, and it's going to be our pony quote of the week. Here's the thing.
The pony quote of the week is everything Sonata says.
We love
Sonata Dusk.
We love Sonata. Sonata is adorable. I mean, I honestly think she would get along with Pinkie Pie really well.
Oh, yeah.
If she's just a normal person and not a siren.
I mean...
Honestly, she's the only other one who was dancing along with Snips and Snails' song. And by the way, their gang signs, the Snip and the Snails, that was excellent.
That was awesome.
That was great. I actually ended up showing that section to my dad. He's always making these jokes about old school rap and like pretending to be an old school rapper, and so I showed him that, and he died. It's great.
Now granted, they were made. That section was made to be the worst they possibly could.
Yeah.
But who on earth freestyles orange to rhyme with orange?
Well, here's the thing. I freestyled a lot in my day.
Rhyme. I was gonna say you can slant rhyme,
Orange, orange. What was the other? Syringe, porridge. But they're near rhymes. But
a freestyler of that caliber, such as what is that? Snails? I don't remember which is which. I think he's Snails.
Snails is
gonna use
tall one.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah.
Snip. Oh, so Snips is the blue one.
The one who likes orange.
They're gonna use like dew or something like that. They're not gonna think of orange, or it pales. Oh, some sea snails. I like whales. When I go to the beach, I always bring my pals.
I mean, say what you will. I thoroughly enjoyed that segment. It made me happy. It made me laugh way too hard. I think when I watched it the first time, I just rewinded and watched that part again.
Please refrain from dropping the microphones.
Oh no, is this? So I love how Celestia, no matter what time of the day it is or what's going on, she's just thoroughly done. Principal Celestia, I mean, in Equestria Girls, she's just like, please do not drop the microphones. She's just like bored. Just everything that happens, she's thoroughly put out. I don't know what her problem is.
You also notice that she's just about as helpful as Princess Celestia too.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't do anything.
They just kind of sit there and okay, at least Princess Celestia will listen to Twilight Sparkle.
She didn't in the very first episode.
Okay, besides that.
Okay, hang on. Wait, sorry, I was just thinking of something.
Dangerous pastime?
Celestia vanished.
You didn't say I know. You're supposed to say
I know.
There we go. Okay, go ahead.
Celestia vanished in the very first episode, and she only reappeared when the sun came up. Nightmare Moon banished Celestia to the sun when she escaped.
Or
as revenge, as a taste of your own medicine type of thing?
Seems like that would be painful.
She can harness the sun to her own will. I don't think she's gonna die by it.
Okay, less painful. It makes sense. Makes sense to me now.
That would make sense. Yeah.
So all of that was the pony quote of the week.
Well, no, that wasn't. Because the pony quote is everything Sonata says.
Yeah. They love Sonata. Sonata is cute.
And I think I like her better as a pony.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you've seen those.
Yeah. This is a normal person.
arts.
I hope she makes a reappearance. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
She seems like a good person who's gone astray.
But if we're going on the topic of Rainbow Rocks, that very ending scene though.
Right? You did one of those faces too.
Plot twist.
Massive plot twist.
Yeah, it was like, wait a second.
Because, I've been wondering for quite a while, when's the real Twilight going to show up?
Well, Pinky mentioned her.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, are you the twin sister of that other girl who lives in the city with a dog exactly like that?
It's just kind of weird that Pinkie Pie knows her already in that world. Mm-hmm. Because she didn't in Equestria before she came to town.
Mm-mm.
Here's the other thing, though. It's called Canterlot High, right?
Yes.
But it's the equivalent of Phonyville.
It is.
It should be called
Humanville
there's
also
or something.
Plenty of other characters in there that aren't in Phonyville.
Well, background characters get swapped around quite a bit. But that's true. Flash Sentry would be in Canterlot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an interesting thought.
Flash Sentry.
Wow, we've gone on this bit too long. I'd say with this, it's about time for a
wrap up.
No transition. The word's transition.
Transition.
Okay.
Well, hey there, listeners. You're listening to Phonyville Podcast on the podcast network of podcasts. Yeah. Anyway, if you like what you hear, then get in touch. Don't be shy. Our email address is phonyville@gmail.com. Rewind and listen to that again. No need. I'll say it again. Phonyville@gmail.com. Our website is phonyville.blogspot.com. Hit us up. Listen to the episodes. Let them roll over you like a tidal wave of ponies and nice things. Ooh, yeah.
And with that, we come to the end of our show.
There's pretty much no place to go but out.
We're closing up here.
Take the door on your left, and Mike and Lois will probably ask you to leave.
Take the door on your right, and they survive with emotional scarring.
It's entirely possible that on the other side of either of these doors is nothing but another Tombstone song.
Good luck.
Pax Phoboscum?
Do the thing.
Decide to try and change this is you. Little fairy, tell me now why this angel never leaves the ground. She's not the type to follow through the story's pages, start and end with you. She's left out in the rain, she's too shy to complain. Just suck it up and let it go. How she feels inside we'll never know. 2, 3, 4. Her eyes glued to the floor. 6, 7, 8. Feeling second rate while her dreams pass her by. She wished she weren't so shy. Why can't I just make myself feel this? Tell me now why this angel never leaves the ground. She's not the type to follow through the story's pages, start and end with you. She's left out in the rain, she's too shy to complain. Just suck it up and let it go. How she feels inside we'll never know. Friends are always there, so come out of the rain. We didn't mean to cause this pain. Just grab your dreams and don't let go. They're yours to keep, so hold them close.
Let's have a battle of the bands. It's like my favorite note to hit. What?
I'm gonna go drink some bleach.
Okay.